this way. Right there. Right there. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, where we are led by the commanding General YAHANNA, man. This is the Thursday night Houston Scripture Breakdown class, right? So tonight, let's clap it up a little bit, man. Let's get this, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here, brother. Straight up and down. We got Officer Monty in here. I'm Officer Charlotte Potts. We got Officer Yeshai in this thing. And we got the ribs, you understand? You know, so we're gonna hold it down, man, and we're gonna show our people the truth about this Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give our people the truth about this Bible, precept upon precept, line upon line, brother. That's what we're gonna do. So you understand? So I want to talk about, bring out something that's so heavy and so important for our people to understand it. And if you have anything, Monty, you know what I'm saying? You can always just bring it out. You know, give me a Salakia. You understand? So, you know, one thing that that our oppressors have done that's been so deadly and damaging to our people, man, is they took our self-esteem from us, man. This is why the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge is so important, and what Commander General YAHANNA has done in holding on to this truth, man. You know, because we're able to put the proper pride back into Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, man. You understand? Not just Black pride, you know, not Black Panther pride, not Black Islam pride, not none of that foolishness, man. But the real truth, man. And the real truth is that Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, brothers, y'all were created to be ye gods, man. You understand? You were created, you were given the instructions that other men were created to receive. But you were given those instructions to make you rulers, man, to make you judges. You understand? That's what the word God means, brother. In the Hebrew, it means Elohim. You understand? So we're going to bring out some scriptures, man, to further prove that the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth, man, and to put back the strength into Black, Hispanic, and Native American men. That's what we're here to do, man. So you can be warriors, man. You take back on that courage, like, hey, man, we're the gods of this place, man. You understand? Well, then you'll consider what it is you need to do to get that power back, man. And then, you understand, you'll try to find and try to talk to the brothers who are already walking in that authority, man. You understand? And that's the men here in the I.S.U.P.K, brother. Right. We carry that wherever we go, brother. We put these double dials on, brother. We don't hide our light, brother. We let it shine, man. You understand? That's why we do what we do. We rock these beards and these braids, brother, with no line-ups, no shape-ups, no none of that, brother. You understand? So we can try to, so in your darkness, you can see our light, brother. And you can come ye therein, brother, and you can see that the Most High is good, brother. You understand? You can learn how to take orders from the Commander General YAHANNA too. And you can learn how to become a mighty man, just like the Commander General YAHANNA is too, brother. You understand? Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 82. And go to 6.
Come. The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6. I have said, ye are gods.
Ye are who?
Ye are gods.
Ye are niggas.
Ye are gods.
Ye are spicks.
Ye are gods.
Ye are savages.
Ye are gods.
Uh-huh.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
Good night, brother. Go read verse 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 1. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty.
The Lord, the power stood in the congregation of the mighty. Uh-huh.
He judgeth all among the gods.
He judgeth among the gods. What congregation would that be, man? That could only be the congregation of black, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American men. You understand? This is the Psalm of King David, brother. King David was from the tribe of Judah. Do you understand? So this is the power, or a power coming to us, standing in the congregation of the mighty, brother. The Lord only considers the nation of Israel to be the mighty. These are the only people he ever spoke to. Raised the man up amongst our own brothers, amongst the own nation of Israel, brother. You understand what I'm saying? And told them that they are mighty, man. And that they are, and that he judges among gods. Keep going.
Come. Verse 2. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked?
So here's the thing. So now he's giving context to what the word, you know what I'm saying, the judgments that the gods are doing, bro. You understand? Letting you know that the word God in this context means judge, man. You understand? Because we always had a problem with going off and judging unrighteously. You understand? Becoming respecter of persons, man. This is what we did. So if somebody had some bread, had money, they would get a different judgment than somebody that was poor that committed a sin, brother. You understand? And this is what we do to goddamn today, man.
Right.
You understand? We respect these wicked Negroes, man. We respect these Negroes that have money in this captivity called America, brother. We respect the Jay-Z's, the Bill Cosby's, and the Michael Jacksons, brother. But you know, and the Lord showed us that we respecting the wrong people, because when they do something socially incorrect or when they break the law, niggas be damn near in tears. But this is what they do, man. You understand? They join in this society thinking that they can do what our oppressors do. You understand? But unfortunately, they're supposed to be the judges of this earth, man. And when they go to judging unrighteously, when they go to not having compassion and showing compassion for black men, poor black men that get gunned down in the streets. You understand? When they don't show compassion for Hispanic men that get washed up on riverbanks with their 23-month-old daughters. You understand? Trying to escape oppression in Mexico, bro. You understand? When they don't show compassion for the hundreds or the thousands of Native Americans that are in South Dakota that get gunned down because Donald Trump and them want to put some pipelines through their land. When they don't show compassion for that, that's when the Lord, you understand what I'm saying, locks them up, brother. Go ahead, Al.
If I could, sir, I wanted to expand on the point that you made. You were saying how our people accept other people with money. You know how they judge them like, oh, they must be doing something right, or they start following in their steps because they got money or because they have a gain from their actions, and their actions are not always right. Right. You know, like drug dealers. Like, well, I ain't broke. Look at him, he got money. You know, you thinking a drug dealer got drive and motive, you know, and he got the American
get
dream.
Rich or die trying.
Right, you know, and you judging him like, well, he's out there getting money. He's not a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? You look at the drug addict like
he pass out turkeys on Thanksgiving.
Right. Go ahead. Right. You look at the drug addict like, oh, you dope fiend, you know, and you'll look at the drug dealer like, well, if you just paying money, you know, like if you putting something up, then, you know, maybe we can negotiate different terms. You know, you start looking at him different if he's offering money, bribing, you know. Right. And then like the scriptures say, and accept the persons of the wicked. Look at the Christian pastor, man. You accept the Christian pastor, he's telling the women to leave their man. And now, you know, he want to sleep with the women. He's allowing homosexuality in the Christian church.
But that's that one pastor that was talking about some eat that thing. Is that what you're talking about? Huh?
Right.
Good night.
Right. It's crazy. That's all I wanted to say. So.
I mean, just lustful and whoremongers, brother. You understand? But like the scripture tells us, our people love lies, though, brother. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Our people love the lies of this place, man. They prefer the wickedness, man. That's because when you try to take on the culture of other nations of people, especially this oppressor, man, this oppressor that we have now, so-called white man, brother, when you try to take on his culture, Doc, you'll do anything, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Even in Roman culture, the people that were active, Jim Muhammad brought this out a couple of weeks ago. People that were actors, back then in Rome, the nasty aristocrats in Rome, they looked down on the actors then. Like, these people are disgusting people, right? But here in America, we allow our oppressor to make our black actors our leaders, brother. We are totally destroyed, man. You understand what I'm saying? We don't look to the righteous. We don't look to the righteous people, man. We don't look to the righteous judge that the Lord has set us up, man. Because we prefer to be wicked, brother. You understand? And then when we prefer to be wicked and judge wickedly, brother, we can't be ye gods, man. Because the Lord, the Lord will not allow you to take his name in vain. And that's exactly what we're doing if we listen to our oppressors that tell us, you know what I'm saying, look up to let the basketball player, let Charles Barkley be your role model. And the nigga openly says, I'm not your child role model. You understand? And he knows that he can't be nobody role model. You understand? What you got?
Excuse me if I could.
Yeah, right.
What you said was so heavy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember back in the day, we used to wear baggy clothes,
Right.
big tees.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People dressing like real men out here.
Right.
Now, I can't even go in, you know what I'm saying, Macy's or whatever, and get some regular straight leg jeans.
Right. Good.
Everything I see is tight fitted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you see these celebrities walking around with tight clothes.
Right.
And people that you see that you put a lot of people that they look up to wearing dresses. So you saying if a nigga wearing a dress, I gotta put on the dress too?
Right.
No, man.
I wear a person, most time
Nah.
in that nigga hand, brother. That's awesome. You understand what I'm saying? They allow niggas that would do anything for the bread.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? To say, you know what, this is what we're gonna do. This is going to be the next trend. You understand what I'm saying? But instead, wearing beards and braids, brother, that should be the trend of young niggas, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fringes up and down they goddamn pants with a border of blue, brother. You understand what I'm saying? That should be what's pushed in this place, brother. But I tell you when it will be pushed, when that black man named YAHANNA step on the scene again, brother. You see what I'm saying? That's my hope, bro. And that's the hope of every real nigga, hashtag real nigga under Commander YAHANNA, brother. That's our hope right there, man. You understand? Because that's truly what it's going to take. It's going to take Christ to fix this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Turn this world the way it's supposed to be, man. The way Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, brother, are back in rulership and judging righteously, brother. You understand? And judging according to the law, man. You know, and not being a respecter of persons, man. And having integrity, brother. That's the problem. We don't have integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if they take us away from our scriptures, right? If they take us away from our customs, and they say anybody can partake in the Bible, right? These aren't for just Israelites anymore. Even though the whole first part of the Bible is for Israelites. Now because of Jesus died, now anybody can partake in the love of Christ and of God. You understand? Black man, you got to wake up, brother. You understand? You got to wake up, man. And just ask yourself, why does the earth have a problem with masculine black men? Why does the earth have a problem with masculine Hispanic and Native American men, brother? They used to sodomize us for this. You know, for having integrity, for saying, la, we're not gonna do that. You understand? Like they did heinous things to our people, man, for having integrity, for trying to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, brother. For fighting against this one world, this whole Christianity thing, man. Where anybody can read this Bible and say, hey, we're gonna do this. That's what they fought against. And that's what we try to put back in this earth, man. That's what'll make us holy, man. That's what'll set us apart, brother. That's what'll make us gods again, man. But you rather settle just to be equal with people that were created to serve you, goddammit. You understand? I mean, all the scriptures in the Bible, go to Deuteronomy 7 and 7. Where I want to go? Was it 73? You understand? Yeah, man, read on. Read 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and
I mean, and that's a strong point right there. The Lord sent us into a land to go possess it, man. You understand? Go conquer that land, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. That's only when the Lord is with us and dealing with us. You understand? That we learn that He will send us to conquer. Keep going.
And had cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites.
And cast out many nations, brother. You understand? That's what the Lord has done. The Lord always destroyed nations and moved them out the way for our black behind. You understand? Keep going.
And the Gergesites,
uh-huh.
And the Amorites,
mm-hmm.
and the Canaanites,
mm-hmm.
and the Perizzites,
mm-hmm.
and the
Heptites,
mm-hmm. and the Jebusites.
Mm-hmm.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
All these nations are greater and mightier than thou, man. All these other nations, America, right? Germany, all these world powers, China, North Korea, you understand? They do demonstrations just to show you they might. They'll show you that they will blow you to high hell. That's what they show you. But the Lord still sent us into this land to possess it, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. Even though we are in captivity, the Lord still calls us to possess this land, man. That lets you know that we cannot trust in any other power in this earth. Because our power is greater, brother. His name means most high power. And he only deals with us, man. I mean, it's so heartbreaking, brother, for men in the truth, for real preaching prophets of the Lord to look upon the people and be like, why do you settle for just being at the bottom? Because that's all we're doing. Just to make money, currency that has other white faces, other red faces on them, man. It makes no sense at all why we would do this. You understand? We're choosing to be at the bottom when we try to love other people, man. We choose to be at the bottom. I can see why the Most High just shrugs his shoulders at us, bro. And why he allows us to fall into this captivity, man. What you got, Al?
If I could, so you're bringing out a heavy point,
Mm-hmm.
because we struggle with keeping the commandments. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like our people, they look at other nations and follow after other nations because they see how well structured they are.
Right.
You know, and then they suffer from Stockholm syndrome. You know what I'm saying? They look at they hate our, you know what I'm saying, each other. You know, the conditions that we are living in
Mm-hmm.
are horrific. You know what I'm saying? This is horrible. You know, But that's the importance of the I.S.U.P.K. We're here to tell our people to not put your hope in the blunt or in them pills or in that lean. You know what I'm saying? And in them drugs that you're pushing on the block. You know what I'm saying? But put your hope and your faith back into your people by keeping these commandments and falling under Commanding General YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K.
Man, Most High Christ, get that brother a hand, man. You understand? I mean, I don't understand, man. Like, it's so simple, black people, it's so simple just to keep these commandments, man. You understand what I'm saying? But they're made to be hard and ambiguous when you try to learn from the very people that want to keep you confounded to them. You understand what I'm saying? But when a man that look just like you understand, try to tell you, hey, we need to keep these commandments. The Lord told us not to eat pork. The Lord told us not to eat shrimp. The Lord said to love thy brother, man, as thyself. Why is it so hard to love black people, man? And put the needs of other black people over yours, brother?
Right.
Why is that so hard? It's so hard because, like Commander Johanna brought out on Monday, you possess the mark of the goddamn beast, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You rather follow the philosophies of this so-called white man who was our oppressor, man. You understand? That's what you rather do. You rather sit up here and you rather naysay on Facebook. You rather bump your head, bump your gums. You understand what I'm saying? Against the real priests and prophets of the Lord on Facebook. And then niggas will have the nerve to say, well, they do all that talking on Facebook, but in person, they, come on, man. Come on, man. You must not seen our videos, brother. You understand? Like, we've been doing this since 1969, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Abba Bivens was stabbed to death by Muslims, brother, because he was telling them so much truth, man. You understand? Like, come on, man. Stop playing. I had to tell a sister, stop playing. It's not good to speak against real priests or naysay or mock or try to patronize real priests and prophets of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? Because we will lay down our lives for this, man. Like, we're willing to die for these customs, man. For a nation of people that are despised, man. We're willing to die for this truth, man. And yet you want to mock us? Are you serious? You understand? But you go up and sit up in a Christian church and let one of these pimping pastors take all your money, man. You understand? And sell you a dream and make you think that the Lord is with you, brother. I hate this place, man. You understand? I hate Christianity, man. This modern Christianity. You understand? I mean, what will it take? I guess it'll take just like what Christ had to do, brother. Christ had to go all the way and die on the cross, man, for niggas to realize, maybe he was the Son of God. You understand? Maybe he is the King of the Jews. Go ahead,
God then rise up again.
Right. Good night, brother. Good night.
And they see him.
And brother, let's get this straight, brother. And this is what Yahawashi knew, man. He knew he was dealing with niggas that could see miracles. You understand what I'm saying? And still murmur against the prophet, brother. And still murmur against the one that the Lord of hosts sent to lead us. You understand? This is what we expect in the I.S.U.P.K, man. We not new to this, brother. We read these records in this Bible. You understand what I'm saying? But our hope is found in the end, man. And we hold on to that hope, brother. That's why we're willing to fight. I picked up General Hazan from the airport, brother. And he told me life is warfare, brother. And you got to fight out. You got to fight. I said, con, I don't want con, sir. That's what I'm here to do. You understand what I'm saying? I everything that I got, brother, I had to strive for. You understand me? I had to long suffer for, man. You understand? So with this truth, I'm gonna do the goddamn same, brother. I'm gonna do the goddamn same, brother. and be able to put my word where my actions lie, brother. That's what I'm willing to do. You understand? Put the rubber to the road, brother, and we'll see. You understand what I'm saying? And all you other Israelite groups, man, see what you really about, man. You understand? Will you be willing to give your life for your people, man? That's where the rubber meet the goddamn road at, brother. You understand? Yeah, you go out there and you say the Lord with you, and you'll do everything that you see that we've been doing since 1969, brother. You'll do it. You understand what I'm saying? But let the law roll up on you. Let the Lord send a real demon your way, brother. And you'll fold up harder than one of these $10 fold chairs, brother. That's what you'll do. You understand? But men of the Lord, brother, we'll put hands on something, brother. We'll lay holy hands on them, brother, and we'll cast them demons out. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the spirit of Christ, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of Christ. And that's what we gonna live up to out here, man. Straight up and down, brother. You understand? Go to verse 6, brother. Deuteronomy 7.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people, man. We are a set apart people, man. This is what makes you a God, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people.
Right.
Because you're holy, man. You understand? That doesn't mean like what the Christian pastor might put in your head, where you walk around here levitating and stuff, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're here to do too, man. We're here to shake off the hooky spooky and the hocus pocus off this book, man. But what makes you peculiar is when you at the slave and they got a whole potluck and they got a whole hog head sitting on the goddamn table. And you say, I can't eat this. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, y'all enjoy. Let me go ahead. My ribs, she done made me, you know what I'm saying? She made me a goddamn rack of lamb, brother. I'm finna go get down on this here. Y'all have a good time with your potluck, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Or when they come around, they pull a hat for a secret Santa. You understand what I'm saying? And you know where to be found, brother. You don't show up to the Christmas office party.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But you put in days to go up to this goddamn Passover, brother, that we're gonna have in March. And you put that shit in early, brother. You understand? And you pay your $200 because Commander YAHANNA said to pay it for all households, brother. That's what makes you peculiar, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. What you got, huh?
I just wanted to say, I wanted to, sidebar a little bit.
Go ahead,
and touch on these niggas being Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really ain't Muslims. Right. They like the culture. They like to seem like they're doing something that's changing their life. Their zeal is in the wrong place. Zeal is in the wrong place. A real Muslim straps a bomb to his ass and go blow up somebody's convention.
Right, brother. They go jihad. Brother.
Right.
They go full jihad. You niggas out here playing, brother.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's all I want to say, sir.
Yeah, Most High Christ, brother. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to mess with that sand head Christianity. You understand what I'm saying? But you're playing with it, bro.
Right.
Because that's not where your spirit is supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? God damn, brother. Niggas will fight. Niggas will fight for everything but the truth of these scriptures, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas will fight for everything except the one thing that will place them above all people, man. Keep going. Keep reading that.
Come. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the most high power, your God, your power. Nobody else's power, but only to these separate and holy people of the nation of Israel, who are descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. You understand? Who had already passed at this time. So were the 12 patriarchs. Judah, Ephraim, you know what I'm saying? All them died. This is their children, though. This is the Lord talking to you, man. Your God, your power. Keep going.
Come. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord has chosen you to be only a people unto him, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have children that that you don't even choose. You just say, you know what, we want to have a baby. You lay down and you do that thing, brother. You enjoy the pleasure of sleep. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have a child that come out, and then it's like, well, damn, you know, I didn't choose this thing. I wanted a quiet baby. You understand what I'm saying? But that child you don't choose. You understand? But the Lord chose your hard head behind Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. He chose us. You understand? To be unto him, man. That's what's crazy. The Lord looked at all these other nations. You understand? But made a promise with one man. And it said he would be the father of many nations. And it chose his one son. And it chose his son that was the younger son that wasn't even supposed to get the inheritance. You understand? He chose you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. And we know he chose you because when we get out there in the streets and we try to tell you that you are the gods of the earth and you're supposed to be separate and set apart, and you're the only people that the God chose unto himself, and you be like, no. Like, hell no. God is love. We supposed to love everybody. God don't want nobody to be separate. He want everybody to be together. You understand? I talked to this brother, man. He had one goddamn leg and had a scar from his throat all the way down to his belly button, brother. Why he showed me that and transgressed me, I do not know, because I did not ask. You understand? And I told him all oppressed is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, and we do not have brotherhood, and that's why that brother that you would give beer with and smoke whatever drug that this white man gave you would smoke with him while he would still run up to your door and stab you, is because you love everybody, but the God of the Bible don't love everybody. This nigga was like, I don't agree with that. You understand what I'm saying? Brother, I said, brother, the reason why you have a scar from damn near from the top of your head to the bottom of your inside, you understand what I'm saying? The reason why you only got one goddamn leg, and the reason why you rolling through this goddamn gas station asking niggas for some money, brother, is because you love everybody and you don't love your own people. That's why. And I left that brother with that. You understand? What you got, Al?
I just want to say, sir, our people, they really don't love everybody. But when you say God only loves you, then Christianity it comes out on like, oh no, you supposed to love everybody. Right. But if you love everybody, tell me 5 Asian friends you got now.
Right.
You know,
nice.
and then tell me how many white friends you have. Right. And niggas they really don't like white people. Right. But deep down inside they say, you know, because of Christianity, oh no, you're supposed to love everybody. You know, and then they start trying to show how much love they got when that love needs to be for their people.
Good night. That's a great point. That's heavy, brother. You understand? And you could tell these niggas too. Well, according to the Bible, Christ is black. Right? Christ is a black man. But since we got Stockholm syndrome, brother, and we gotta hug white people, even though they kill niggas and only get 10 years, we gotta hug them, give them a Bible and a scripture for them to get some strength, for them to be strong in the 10 years, you know what I'm saying, that they got to do. What you got, sis?
And Lord knows that for the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, behind closed doors, they talk about the prejudice and the injustice that's been done to them behind the mics.
Right. Good night. That's a heavy point too. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas will talk all day about, you know, they get off their slaves and they get home and like, God damn, I can't stand these white people. I can't believe she only got 10 years. But when a real preacher problem run up on them and tell them the solution, give them the goddamn solution. Oh man, I don't know about all that, man. Y'all niggas is crazy. Nigga, how are we crazy, brother? When we trying to tell you what'll free you. You understand what I'm saying? Will free your mind and your spirit, brother.
Right.
Just loving a nigga, man. Having compassion for the Hispanic people that are getting deported without their goddamn children. And their children getting sold into sex into sex trafficking and get used for organ harvesting. Come on, man. You understand? Like, what is your problem? Your problem is that you love this place, man. And when you love this place, brother, the Lord can't love you. And for that, he will just let you make it. He'll let you prosper in this place. The Lord will let you prosper. He'll let you have your way here in this place. Because he done turned you over, man. He done turned you over. So niggas ain't really trying to hear the truth about this Bible. Niggas don't really want to know, man. Niggas don't want to have a change of heart. But they rather try to change the heart of their oppressors, man. Shit, the Native Americans tried. It didn't work. All the Hispanic people in Central and South America tried, but that didn't work. You understand? And niggas been trying since we've been trying, you know what I'm saying, for the past 400 years. And it has not worked, man. The only power that can change their mind, bro, is the power. We're gonna read that. Go to let me see. We're gonna show you, bro. I'm gonna show you what the power that can change it, bro. I'm gonna show you. Go to Isaiah 37:16. This the power that can change it, brother. You understand what I'm saying? This is the power that's going to change the hearts and minds of these devils, brother. Of these children, of these oppressors, man. That will set up a whole museum of what their ancestors put our ancestors through here in this place called America, right? And then will tell us we just need to forget about it. Or that wasn't a real Holocaust. You understand what I'm saying? You need to forget about, you know what I'm saying, your children being used for gay debate, man. Don't, you know what I'm saying? That was so long ago. That's a part of America's dark history, right? Read that out. This is the power that's going to change that, change them hearts and them minds.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 37, verse 16. O Lord of hosts, God of Israel, that dwellest between the cherubims.
Go back. The Lord of what?
The Lord of hosts.
Good night, brother. The most high power over armies, brother. Because that's what that word host means. It means armies, right? Not a bunch of butt-naked, bare-bottom angels, brother. Baby angels with white, gold, and blonde hair. That's not what that means, brother. This is the most high over armies, brother. Keep going.
Come.
The power of Israel, brother. This is your power. And we're going to explain it to you. Keep going.
Come. God of Israel, that dwellest between the cherubims.
So these cherubims, man, right? Look up that word cherubims. I'm going to look it up. Because they think it's sweet, brother.
A winged angelic being, described in the biblical tradition as attending on God. It is represented in the ancient Middle Eastern art as a lion or bull with eagles.
Good night, brother. So here in the Blue Letter Bible, it says an angelic being, guardians of Eden, right? And Eden is a place. Shalom, sis, you all right? Good to see you. Eden is a place, you know what I'm saying, that no man can go back to, brother. And the scripture says there are two cherubims there with 2 flaming swords, brother. This is something terrible, man. This is terrible. This is a terrible power with 2 terrible things on side of him, brother. You understand? Not no baby angels with a piece of toga cloth covering their genitals, brother. You understand? We're gonna make sure you leave Christianity alone, brother. And we're gonna make sure you fear this power, man. We're gonna show you how to fear this power, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. We'll show you because we're going to bring you the truth about who this power is, man. You understand? And the power and the authority that this power has that can change the hearts and the mind of our oppressors, brother. Just like he did in Egypt, man. Brought Pharaoh to his knees, brother. And then hardened his heart again. So he could hit him with another plague. This is the power that we serve, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. And this power said that ye are gods, man. Pure point blank. Black, Hispanic, and Native American men. And you got to take back on that strength and that authority, man. And start serving that power again. Keep going, huh?
Come. Thou art the God, even thou alone, of all the kingdoms of the earth.
Right, of all the kingdoms of the earth. He is the power that is alone, brother. There's nothing that sits on side of the Lord, brother, except Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Christ sits on this side, brother. But in this context, brother, we talking about the Most High. Keep going.
Come. Thou hast made heaven and earth.
He has made the heavens and the earth, brother. That's what this power has done. You understand? And that power is the power that you serve. That is the power that you're supposed to serve. Let me say that, brother. You understand? That's the power that said that you are gods, man. This is the power that we mock. And you mock that power through mocking the real priests and prophets of the Lord. You understand? That's what you do. You mock. You understand? And then what's so crazy is you've seen so many wicked Christian pastors in your life. Right? You've seen so many wicked men that supposedly supposed to be men of the Lord. Right? That, you shrug your shoulders at a black man who carries the goddamn Bible around, right? To where you look at, to where now the Lord has raised up the priests and prophets of the Lord, and this time once again. You understand what I'm saying? To where now you look at us and you mock us, brother. You mock the gods of this earth. You understand? You tell us we wrong for getting our boots kissed. But all we trying to do is to show you that it's the Lord that is with us. And he can be, just as he's with us, because we was in the world too, he can be with you too. Go ahead,
If I could, sir, since we over here crushing Christianity, you're not going to church to serve the Lord. You're going to church and you're serving the white man.
Right.
The white man is your God. His image of success and looking clean is suit, top. And guess what?
That's Babylonian.
Right.
Man. Keep going on.
And guess what? You putting on a suit and tie to look good. You don't have no major businesses or nothing like that. That's what the white man wears. You know what I'm saying? To his incorporations and stuff.
Right.
You put on your best to go to church and look good, and you work at a fast food restaurant.
Good night.
And then and think about a lot of all these paintings that's supposed to be religion related or Christianity related, like what you was bringing out, naked babies with togas on. That's why, like, these things are prepping your mind for homosexuality.
Good night. Sure is, brother, man. Get that nigga a hand for that one. You understand? That's powerful, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they fashion all their images from these Catholic churches. They make them from wood and stone, brother.
Right.
You understand? And the scriptures tell us anything that we got to make from wood and stone, we can't worship it, brother. We can't worship that. You can't worship nothing that the Lord created, right? The Lord created the rocks. He created the trees, right? And we put our hands on it and we fashion an idol and then we worship it, man. How much sense does that goddamn make? You see what I'm saying? But Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, you're supposed to be the people that the people of this earth worship. They're supposed to worship us. And when they worship us, they please the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? We provide them the mercy of the Lord. That's how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to serve us. Don't drop that and give me John chapter 10. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to believe me, brother. But if you don't believe these words that's in red writing, I don't know what to tell you. John 10 and 34.
The book of John, chapter 10, verse 34. Jesus answered them, is it not written in your law? I said, ye are gods.
Is it not written in your law? This is Christ. Quoting was in Psalms chapter 82. And before that, brother. You understand what I'm saying? That's not the only place where it says ye are gods. You understand? I mean, good night, brother. Keep going.
Verse 35. If he called them gods, unto whom the word of God came.
If he called them gods, unto whom the word of God came. Meaning Christ is saying, if he called them gods, to who the word of God, who did the word of God come to? Who did the Lord give his word to? What nation of people did the Lord give his word to? Speak up, sis. Ain't no wrong answer. Get the microphone and say something. Raise your hand. What's your answer? Most High, get that sister hand, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some courage in this, sis. This is your refuge. You understand what? We got niggas at the door. You know, you ain't gotta worry about nobody running up in here on you. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Israelites. This is what Christ is telling them. Keep going.
Come. And the scriptures cannot be broken.
And the scriptures cannot be broken, brother. So if you were the gods in the beginning that the Lord was talking to, that's who we're supposed to be today.
Right.
You understand? Because the scriptures aren't meant to be broken. You understand? You can't break these scriptures. Scriptures say until heaven and earth pass away. Not one jot, dot, nor tittle shall be taken from this law. You understand? These commandments that we're exercising and practicing today here in this earth, in the I.S.U.P.K, is to operate the order of heaven. This is how the Lord, he controls heaven through these same commandments. You see what I'm saying? So he's telling us not to eat pork down here. You think they will cook pork up there in the heavens? No. If he's telling the angels that, if he's telling us that we're separate and holy, right? What do you think the angels are doing in the heavens? Being separate and goddamn holy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Serving the Lord on his feast day, taking commands from the Lord and doing them, which is what we're supposed to be doing too. You understand? Drop that and give me Matthew chapter 18 and 18.
Come. The book of Matthew chapter 18, verse 18. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven.
So this is what the Lord told us. When we operate, you understand what I'm saying, in the spirit of Christ, when we operate as gods, you understand what I'm saying? Christ said what? Read that from the top.
Come. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye bind on earth.
Whatsoever we say, you know what? You wicked bastard. You understand what I'm saying? I bind you in the name of Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever we bind here on earth, whatever demon we cast out of a brother or sister, whatever leprosy we cleanse, you understand what I'm saying? Well, whoever out of the dead that listens and that hears this truth at a cookout or walking downtown, you understand what I'm saying? At the bus stop, and they hear this truth. whatever evil that's in them that we bind, where else would it be bind at?
Shall be bound in heaven.
Right. Keep going.
Come. And whatsoever ye shall lose on earth.
Whatsoever ye shall loose. Whatsoever when we pray and we say, may the Lord shake loose the pockets of the rich of Israel. May the Lord shake loose the pockets of Oprah Winfrey. May the Lord shake loose the pockets of Michael Jordan. May the Lord shake loose the pockets of Jay-Z and Beyonce, who the earth has proclaimed to be the most second beautiful person in the earth. Like I was like, that baffled me. Like, what's more beautiful than a black woman? Right? What's more beautiful than a Hispanic or Native American woman? And these people still say that we're the second most beautiful in the face of the earth. I hate this place, man. You understand me? Like, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, brother. But the oppression is real, Doc. What you got, brother?
You had out, sir. I mean, it's just the psychological warfare out here, man. Like, they really got us, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they put out is like, we'll talk about it.
Right.
But the you know what I'm saying, the vibe of it is so strong, it's like people just automatically fall in place with, you know what I'm saying, the trend of
Status quo. That's right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And that's sad.
Right.
We the ones supposed to be controlling that.
That's right, brother. Well, the thing is, the way they doing us now is they take our culture, then they market it. Right? They put a black, they say, hey, what's that nigga name? Pharrell. Go ahead and wear this long ass, dumb ass coat.
Sure.
Right? He wore this old long, neat thing. Look like a good goddamn dress, brother. I mean, like, there is no end. I mean, we will sin, brother. You understand? And when we sin, they make money, brother. Period, point blank. When we sin, they prosper. You know, he'll get a couple thousand or a couple million for it, right? But he's not considering the Black, Hispanic, and Native American people that are like, you know what? That looks fly. Pharrell wears it. Let me go see what it's gonna cost for me to get me one. You understand what I'm saying? Causing your people to sin, brother. The Lord hates that now. The Lord hates that if you are given a power, and I mean, because every man that had authority in this place, right, during the captivity, Joseph, right, he considered his people. Moses, he considered his people. Scripture say Moses left the house of Pharaoh and looked after, and to go down and look after his brother. You understand what I'm saying? That's what these niggas are supposed to be doing.
Right.
With their money. But instead, they take their sorry behind over to Africa and go build a goddamn school. What you got, sis?
When you said causing your people to sin, would that still be considered being a stumbling block to the people?
I mean, that's exactly what it is. You're being a stumbling block because you're in a position. What you got, sis? You got something to say? What you got to say? You got the Most High in Christ. Give that sister a hand. You understand what I'm saying? First time in class, we're gonna give her a hand anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, that's the greatest thing that a woman can do right there. Is be silent. That's all right. That's the spirit of the Lord on her. Tell you what. You understand what I'm saying? So, what you got, Ike? I know you had your hand up.
I want to expound on something that you said, sir.
Mm-hmm.
How they take our skills or our craft, you know, and our art, and they market it.
Right.
You know, and then like they'll pay dumbass nigga like Future to make a song Percocet, Molly Percocet,
right,
and talk about how good it feels to pop Molly and sip lean and be with strippers,
right.
And he's touching to the audience of, you know, the people that's in the ghettos, the people that in the environment that he came out of,
right.
You know, and now he's making it seem cool, like how the general said, like we still find a way to make the ghetto heaven.
Right.
You know,
Damn.
and then that's what they put that out in mainstream, and then they make us big on that, on music, you know, on entertainment.
That's right.
You know, but where are the businesses in the black community?
That's right.
You know, all we're seeing is more drug addicts, more whores of our sisters, you know what I'm saying, and more drugs being pushed in our community.
That's right.
And the people that make it, they not coming back and putting that money in the community. They're taking it and they're going to NBA games. They're just like the Christian pastor. They're buying jets. You know what I'm saying? They going and shopping in Milan and stuff like that.
Right.
But we are still struggling.
That's
if you
right.
really love your people, if you really, you know what I'm saying, wanted to do for them, you would take that money and build a school or put a rehabilitation center for drug addicts.
Or Salaki, what you would do is you would just pay your goddamn tithes to Commander Junior Hannah.
Right.
That's what the hell you do.
Damn right.
You understand what I'm saying? Just turn it over to the real priests and prophets of the Lord, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The Lord will honor you for doing that. And the thing is the Lord will honor you even if you don't want nobody else to know. He honors that. You give silently. That's what you could do, future. You understand what I'm saying? You could send Commander Junior Hannah some bread, cash app it to him. We got the cash app, brother. Cash app General Commander Junior Hannah the cost of the Passover. That's what you do. You understand what I'm saying? So your brothers and sisters who are willing to die to keep these commandments, you understand what I'm saying? Don't have to have a headache of trying to get to the Passover. That's what you could do, brother. So Commander Junior Hannah can build another school in another city, man, and save some more niggas. What you got, sis?
All that stuff for some reason, and they're profiting off of it. Even black celebrities, but it's like, do they need it?
Right.
And then furthermore, really they just doing it for the money.
Right.
But like, what happens if it goes out of style?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, and this is not the first time where a push for blackness has happened. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the scripture said, there's nothing new under the sun. Even our oppressor tells us that history repeats itself. You see what I'm saying? So all they do is just repackage wickedness. You see what I'm saying? What is it to be black anyway? Black is a goddamn crayon in a coloring box. You see what I'm saying? Now if they started saying Israelite love, now that's a whole nother story, brother. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's when niggas will lose a sponsorship. That's when you lose your bread. You see what I'm saying? When you start this brother in the NFL for the New Orleans Saints, I forgot his name. This brother had a man of God headband on that he was sporting on the sideline, right? And that he would put his helmet on over it to go play. And they fined this brother. You know why they did that? Because the nigga is 6'4", 240 some pounds, all muscle. So if young niggas was to see that and be like, they see he's big and he's like, you know what? Because everybody already want to be in the NFL, right? So if they see a brother saying he's a man of God, that's going to force them to try to model themselves after that. Right. And they don't want that brother to be an image. Right. Because he's saying he's a man of God. Right? A big black man that is in a warlike sport, saying he's a man of God. Oh, we don't even want that image to go out there. Matter of fact, we're going to find your black behind for doing it. You see what I'm saying? The only place where a black, Hispanic, and Native American man can be safe in the refuge of trying to put back on his strength is in the Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge. It's the only place where you can be protected in holding on to the masculinity that the God of the Bible prescribed us to have. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's the only place for it. Because the NFL is all testosterone. You see what I'm saying? But a nigga can't profess to be a man of God. But Tim Tebow can take a knee in the goddamn end zone, brother. Tim Tebow was doing the same exact thing Colin Kaepernick was doing, taking a knee during the national anthem. But Tim Tebow lost his job because he can't throw the goddamn football. You see what I'm saying? Colin Kaepernick got kicked out the league because he was not patriotic, because he kneeled during the anthem. God damn this place, brother. You see what I'm saying? God damn this place. This place is not made for Black, Hispanic, and Native American people to take back on their strength. It's not. It's not for you to come back to the knowledge of who your goddamn ancestors are. It's not for you to learn Hebrew. It's not for you to circumcise your sons on the 8th day. It's not for you to start celebrating the Passover and all these biblical feast days that the God of the Bible established for us to worship. It's for you to come here and be a goddamn sharecropper at one of these goddamn slaves that our oppressors have set up to keep making them goddamn rich. What you got, sis?
Malcolm X was trying to get on some sort of path when he was talking about separation. But then even he turned his back and said, well, we need to love all people.
I mean, that's because the nation of Islam is different from Islam. It was different. It tried to put some strength into black people. You understand? It put a little pride in the niggas, right? It did. But it was not according to the knowledge of this truth.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it failed. You see what I'm saying? And now they got Minister Farrakhan, who's a honored Mason. You see what I'm saying? And their leader, he kisses white men in the goddamn mouth. There's a picture of him kissing a white pastor in the goddamn mouth. Lip to lip action. You see what I'm saying? That's what he does. That's right, baby. You can say, that's disgusting. You understand what I'm saying? It's all good. We ain't got to shift the babies. Right, you understand? He want to live lavish, but they got that nigga sitting up living lavish already, though. Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Go now. Yeah, buddy. We're going to keep on bringing this out, man, because this is... First King. Go to 1 Kings chapter 18. We're gonna show you what type of power, man. And the Lord said, Christ said that in the end we will be doing greater things. But let me show you a great thing that a great man of the Lord did. Read verse 19. Man.
The book of 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 19. Now therefore send and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel.
So this is the prophet Elijah, right? He was dealing with Jezebel and the weak king Ahab that she had. Jezebel was a heathen, right? She was an African woman, right? And Ahab was just a weak king, right? He was weak behind Jezebel. Slapped his crown off his head and everything. He just chuckled, Jezebel, right? So then Jezebel had gotten some prophets of the Lord killed. And she started having the nation of Israel follow after Baal. You understand what I'm saying? So the Lord sent Elijah there and was like, hey, you understand? We finna put this to the test. Bring the congregation of Israel. Keep going now.
And the prophets of Baal.
And bring the nation of Israel at this mount. And then I want you to bring your prophets. Keep going.
Come. 450. And the prophets of the groves, 400, which eat at Jezebel's table. Good
night, brother. There was over 450 prophets of Baal there that served Jezebel. They ate at her table. Keep going.
Come. Verse 20. So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel.
At least he listened to the prophet this goddamn time. Ahab was a wicked nigga, man. Keep going.
Verse 21. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, how long hast thou between two opinions?
How long will we be between two opinions, right? One opinion is serve Baal, and another opinion is to serve the Lord, right? Which is the fact. Keep going.
If the Lord be God, follow him.
If Yahweh, if the Most High power be your power, read.
Follow him.
Follow him.
But if Baal, then follow him.
Mm-hmm.
And the people answered him not a word.
Oh, they ain't had nothing to say this goddamn time. You see what I'm saying? The nation of Israel, he gathered all the people. And he told them, look, either you're going to serve the Lord of our forefathers, or you're going to serve Baal. And they were undecided. They couldn't answer. They were between two opinions. They didn't want to be ye gods. So the Lord was going to show them today. Keep going.
Verse 22. Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Lord. But Baal's prophets are 450 men.
So he was showing them, look, man, it's only me here. I'm the only prophet of Yahweh here today. Of the Most High power. That's what the Lord means. You know what I'm saying? Most High. Right? I'm the only one here. Why they got to bring over 450 fools here? Keep going.
Verse 23. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. So
he was saying, okay, you know what? We're gonna put this to the test, man. We're gonna see which power answers their prophets. You see what I'm saying? So he said, look, this is what I want you to do. Get this bullock, right? A pleasing sacrifice for the Lord. Right? That the Lord told us in the book of Leviticus that we could sacrifice bullocks. Right? So he said, you know, dress it up for sacrifice. Right? So that's what they did. Right? I want you to give me 1 bullock and give the priest of Baal 1 bullock. Right? Keep going.
Verse 24. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord.
Call upon the name of Baal, and then I'm going to call on the name of the Lord, brother. Keep going.
And the God that answereth by fire, let him be God.
And the Lord that answereth by fire, brother. And this is a smart prophet, brother. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Because he knows that the God of the Bible is a all-consuming fire. You understand what I'm saying? So he knew just what the Lord will answer to. You understand? Keep going.
And all the people answered and said, it is well spoken.
Hey, the one that consumed this, even after we already know what our answers, what the Lord had brought our ancestors through, we already know who this God is that brought our ancestors out of Egypt. But you know what? We are a wicked people, and we need to see it again. Right? This is what we're trying to do here in the I.S.U.P.K. We're trying to show you that these scriptures are real, that keeping these commandments are our only salvation, and that we don't need a sign to do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Al.
What you got? Oh, I just want to say, like, our people always asking for a miracle at hand.
Right.
You know, you do this then.
Right.
You know,
right.
No, you keep these commandments. What's so hard about not eating swine?
Right. You know what I'm saying? There was a brother, man. This nigga was talking about birthdays of all goddamn things. Show me a scripture where it say that. Show me a scripture where it say that. You know what I'm saying? They be on Facebook all the time. They saying like, yeah, show me a scripture. Now, nigga, if I show you this goddamn scripture, you know you're going to keep on smoking weed and watching YouTube, watching Sonnetta's YouTube channel. You're not going to change, brother. You see what I'm saying? Why would I keep casting these prayers? Why would I keep casting these prayers before you're with me behind? You see what I'm saying? You're not finna rile me up emotionally to make me want to put my hands on you. Even though you probably could use a good butt whooping, bro. You could use a good, not a good one, a good. You could use a good. You understand what I'm saying? Lay some hands on you, brother. Get them evil spirits out of you. Keep going, huh?
Come on. Verse 25. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you one bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under it.
So don't put no fire. Don't try to play me. Don't try to put no fire up under there and then be like, hey, Baal's here. He burning them. No, don't do that. Don't address it. I'm going to sit up here and watch you, player. Don't try it. Because you know that's what they done before. They would be in temples with their God. You understand what I'm saying? They would put food in their God's mouth, and then the priest would come by after everybody left, and they would eat it, and then everybody would come back the next day and be like, the God, they God ate it. He's real. You understand what I'm saying? Good night, brother. I hate this. It's the same thing they do today, brother. The old bait and switch. Keep going on.
Come, verse 26. And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even until noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made.
Good night, brother. They jumped out on top of the altar and was like, oh, Baal. Where you at, Baal? Baal, come on down, man. You understand? Come on down, Baal. What you got? Keep going.
Come, verse 27. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a God.
Right. Cry louder. Your God gonna answer, man. Just cry loud.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. Either he is talking.
He's talking and he can't hear you, man.
Right.
You got to be louder so your God can hear you, man. Baal, he might be having a conversation with somebody. He might be having a party and it's too loud over there. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why he can't hear you. Keep going.
Come. Or he is pursuing. Or he is in a journey.
He's pursuing. He might be using the bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? He might be on the can. He might be on the jump. You understand what I'm saying? They all right, sis. It's like it, sis. They all right. They all right. Because normally when the little niggas in here, good night, brother. You understand? Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? He might be pursuing. He might be on the toilet, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or he might be on the journey. He just might be out. He might not be in his residence to where he can answer your prayer. Keep going.
Come. Or pre-adventure, he's sleeping.
He might just be taking a goddamn nap. You know what I'm saying? He's sleeping hard. It's how Elijah was mocking them. You understand what I'm saying? This is what he was saying. This is how we talk. He might just be taking a nap, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to cry a little bit louder. He might be asleep.
Sure.
Keep going.
Or pre-adventure, he's sleeping and must be awakened.
Keep going.
Verse 28. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after this manner with knives and lances, till their blood gushed out upon them.
Good night. These fools said, you know what? We gonna get a sacrifice. Baal, why you not answering? Right? Baal, answer. So they started cutting their goddamn selves, man. What type of God is that, bro? A man-made God. Right. That's what that is. Keep going.
Come. Verse 29. And it came to pass, when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice nor any that answered, nor any that regarded. Verse 30. And Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near to him. And he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down.
Yeah, they had broke it down because they was jumping up and down on top of it like some fools.
Right.
They was probably speaking in tongues. The same God that these Christian pastors are worshiping today.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The same God that calls them to speak in Babel. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what speaking in tongues is. If you think they speaking a holy language, they speaking in Babel. You understand? So he repaired the altar. You understand what I'm saying? Then we're gonna go down a little bit. Go to 36.
Come.
First Kings 18 and 36.
36?
Right.
Okay, come. Book
What
of,
you got?
no, I was trying to, that's the part where we skip the part where he should.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that up. Go ahead and read
Okay,
this.
come. First Kings chapter 18, verse 36. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel.
Good night, brother. He called upon the ancestors, as according to what these niggas would say nowadays.
Right.
That worship Egypt, that love Egypt. You understand? He called upon our ancestors, brother. He called upon the one who the Lord called it by his name, brother. He changed them brothers' names, brother, and said, look at him. We're going to call upon this God. You understand? The God of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. He didn't say Jacob, he said Israel. That's the name that the Lord gave him.
Right.
That he fought for all night with the angel. Keep going, man.
Come. Let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word.
Good night. You understand? Now that is what you call binding in heaven. Whatsoever ye bind in earth, the Lord shall bind in heaven. Whatsoever ye loosen in the earth, I will loosen in the heavens, brother. You understand what I'm saying? It's the prophet Elijah, brother. He knew he was a God. You understand? He knew he could cry and call upon the Lord, brother, and the Lord will answer. You understand? So this is what he does. He not only did he rebuild the altar, but he took 12 stones and gathered them around the altar. Right? Then he drug a drudge around the altar. Right? Around those stones. Made a moat around them. Right? And then he poured barrels and barrels of water over the sacrifice and the altar. And then it had filled up the water around the moat that had the 12 stones around the altar. So the sacrifice was dripping wet.
Right.
You understand? So yeah, go read 37. I need that.
Come. Verse 37. Hear me, O Lord. Hear me, that this people may know that thou art the Lord God, and that thou hast turned their heart back again.
Good night, brother. You see what I'm saying? But this is a time before Christ came and he showed us how to live these commandments perfectly. So the Lord still allowed for signs to be shown because we would keep forgetting these commandments. We would keep forgetting the sacrifices that our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob made, and Israel made. We will forget how the Lord got us out of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? We will forget how the Lord destroyed Pharaoh and to the point to where today there are no ancient Egyptians here in this earth because he wiped them out. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord wiped those Egyptians out. He did it. Our power did it. You understand? This is the power that he called upon that had to show us a sign time and time again till he sent the one who would fulfill everything and show us how to fulfill everything. Right. Keep going.
Come. Verse 38. Then the fire of the Lord fell.
Good night. The what?
Then the fire of the Lord fell
Uh-huh.
and consumed the burnt sacrifice
Uh-huh.
and the wood
Uh-huh.
and the stones
Uh-huh.
and the dust.
Good night. Let me give you a visual of what that would look like. Right? So this soaking wet sacrifice, the soaking wet wood, the soaking wet stones, and the dust, right? The ash, right? Which you can't burn. Like we got some ash right here. You can't burn this.
Right.
You can't reburn ash. But the fire that fell from the heavens, it did.
Right.
The Most High power, our power, the God of our forefathers, consumed a soaking wet sacrifice, the wood that it was on, the stone that was on it, and the water that was all around it, and the goddamn ash from all of it. Keep going.
And licked up the water that was in the trench.
Salaki, he didn't consume it. He licked it up, man. You understand me? This is the power that we serve, man. This is the power that says all you got to do is serve me with all your heart, your mind, and your spirit, man. And then just love your brother. That's the power. You understand? Give me the book of Revelation, man. And we're going to close up on this. Revelation chapter 4, start at verse 1. Salaki, hold on real quick. Go ahead,
Revelation 4:1. That's what we want to see.
Start at 2.
Come on. The book of Revelation, chapter 4, verse 2. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne.
So the book of Revelations is prophecies, right? Book of prophecies, metaphors about the end, right? And John the Revelator, who was the only apostle that survived the massacre, right? The killing that the Romans had done to all the other apostles, right? All the other 12 that YAHANNA gave the church over to. John went up in the spirit, right? And he saw a throne in the heavens, and he saw the one that sat upon it. Keep going.
Come, verse 3. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone.
Good night. Mm-hmm.
And there was a rainbow round about the throne,
Uh-huh.
in sight like unto an emerald.
Man, this power here, man. You understand what I'm saying? This power here, brother. Look like has anybody ever seen Jasper? No. You seen Jasper before? No, the stone. No, you good, sis. A stone. You seen the fine mineral called jasper? No, we have not. The Lord hid that from these devils, right? And then sardine. Who's seen sardine? Officer Mafia. You seen sardine before? The stone called sardine? Sardine? Brother. Good night. But that's what the Lord looks like. Keep going. And it had rainbows around it. His throne, right? This is a throne that John saw in the spirit, in the heavens. Okay? Let's walk this out. Keep going. And it looked like a big old shiny emerald. Right? It looked like everything around it was just like, good night. Keep going.
Verse 4. And round about the throne were 24 seats.
Uh-huh.
And upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment. And they had on their heads crowns of gold.
Good night, brother. You understand me? He had 24 other real niggas around his throne, sitting up looking clean as hell, brother, with crowns on their damn head too. Bro. Good night. The Lord not a glorified nigga, bro. He gonna make you look good because you around his throne, so he gonna make you look good, brother. You understand me? That's what the Lord doing. He's showing out, brother. The God we serve is a goddamn nigga, man. You see what I'm saying? And not only just any nigga, a hashtag real nigga, because a hashtag real nigga gonna want other niggas that are around him to look good as hell.
Right.
Keep going. Right.
Verse 5. And out of the throne proceed lightnings and thunderings and voices.
Good night. So around the throne, that this rainbow, these images and all this stuff here, around that throne, that look like emerald. Not only that's around the throne, but you got thundering and lightning and voices, many voices, right? This is a goddamn terrible power we serve, black people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right? I mean, it's thundering. It's boom. It is, you see nothing but light, flashing light. Then you hear thunder. Boom. Then you hear voices. Around this throne. Keep going.
And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which were the 7 spirits of God.
All the 7 spirits of the Lord, man, which is, the fruits of the spirit, like Christians try to say. But it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Long suffering. You got to have this in your lamp. You understand what I'm saying? You got to have patience in your lamp. You got to have meekness in your lamp. You got to have these spirits in your lamp just to be around this goddamn throne. Keep going. Verse 6.
How was that? Verse 5?
Oh, you read 5? I read it now.
Oh, yeah, right. Verse 6. And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto crystal.
A sea of crystals, man. You understand me? Like, good night. Around this throne, not only there's thunder and lightning, there's emerald, there's jasper, there's stones that the earth has not seen with this oppressive men in power. You understand? There's thunder, there's lightning, there's rainbows, there's 7 lamps that represent him and his spirit, and you got a goddamn sea of crystal, and you got 24 niggas clean as hell with crowns on. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
And in the midst of the throne and round about the throne were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind.
So not only does he have all this, he got 4 terrible looking beasts with eyes all over their goddamn body, bro. How much more terrible can this power get? Keep going.
Verse 7. And the first beast was like a lion. And the second beast like a calf.
Second beast was like a lion. The second beast was like a calf.
And the third beast had a face as a man. And the fourth beast was like a flying eagle.
So he had a lion, he had a calf, he had a man, and he had a beast that looked like an eagle. Keep going.
Verse 8. And the 4 beasts had each of them 6 wings about him.
Right.
And they were full of eyes within.
So all these beasts with the heads of all these animals, they had 6 wings on them, brother. You see what I'm saying? And they had 6 wings, eyes all around, right? Keep going.
Come. And they rest not day and night.
And they did not sleep. These beasts didn't sleep. Keep going.
Come. Saying, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come.
Good night, brother. Not only which was, which is, you know what I'm saying, which is the past, this nigga is the present, and this nigga is the future. You see what I'm saying? I mean, good goddamn night, brother.
It don't stop.
Right, and it don't stop. The nigga don't stop, brother. You know what I'm saying? He got beasts. Terrible looking beasts. 4 of them. that's flying around his throne day and night. They not sleeping because the Lord gave them the strength to not to ever sleep. So they can just cry out, holy, 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 and it's something. Right? So they can cry out, holy, holy, holy. You see what I'm saying? I mean, good night, brother. We need to fear this power, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 9. And when those beasts give glory and honor and thanks to him that sat on the throne, who liveth forever and ever. Verse 10. The 24 elders fall down before him that sat on the throne.
Good night, brother. So after these 24 clean niggas see that these beasts are just praising the Lord day and night, giving the Lord his just due, these niggas got to get off their throne and like, you know what? You ugly beast, all right. This nigga is holy, man. This nigga is clean, brother. This nigga got a sea of crystals. Brother, we gonna get off our throne, man. Keep going, huh?
And worship him.
And worship the Lord, brother. Worship the Lord Almighty, because we know this nigga was like this in the beginning. This nigga is like this right now, and this nigga gonna be like this forever. You understand? We gotta praise this nigga, brother. Keep going, huh?
Come. That liveth forever and ever, and cast their crowns before the throne, saying, Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created.
Good night, brother. Just for this man's pleasure, things were created. Right? Not for us,
Right.
but for his pleasure. This is why these clean niggas had to get off their throne and be like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? We normally don't do this, but good night. I mean, has there ever been seen a more terrible beast with one beast that got a head like a man and head like a lion, head like a calf and head like eagle with eyes all around them and 6 wings each of them, praising this nigga? Never has that been seen. No beast like that been seen. But the Lord got type of beasts like that, just praising him day and night. You understand? I tell you what, brother, the Lord, man, is a powerful thing, brother. And this power says that we can be ye gods, man. Why not take hold of that power? You understand? Go ahead, sis, what you got?
For some reason, people nowadays think that we are trying to take his place.
Us as men?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the I.S.U.P.K, we are not trying to take the place of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? All I want to be one of them 24 niggas praising him day and night with my crown off, saying, God damn it, this nigga's holy. God damn, this nigga is terrible. He deserves all the honor and the praise. He deserves the glory, the power. He deserves every goddamn thing. Because he created heaven and earth for his goddamn pleasure. You see what I'm saying? That's what we do here in the I.S.U.P.K. We just want to serve that power. You see what I'm saying? And we want to show the earth the power that power has. Because all that power wants to do is give us that power. And so we can be worshiped by these heathens in this place. Give me, surely these are understanding and wise people. Look that up. Get one more scripture. Good night. You understand what I'm saying? They're supposed to look, everybody, all these heathens and everybody else in this earth, they're supposed to look at us and see us keeping these commandments, and they're supposed to be like, there is a God in heaven. That's what they're supposed to do. You got that out?
Come.
Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
So keep ye fear, for the Lord is telling us to keep these commandments and do them. For this is your wisdom, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. Read.
Come on. Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
They supposed to look at us as God. You see what I'm saying? These other, because they don't have no connection to that power. We don't. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have a connection to that power. We have the connection to the power.
Right.
Ain't that right, Matthew? We got the connection to the power. This nigga here playing. So what you got?
If I could, sir. If I could, just bringing that Revelation 4, man. If you should want to serve that power.
That's right, brother.
That's what you should want to. That alone make you want to stop smoking weed. Should make you want to stop smoking weed. Stop being a whore.
Good
you know
night.
what I'm saying? Turn to your people. You know what I'm saying?
Good night.
To please him.
Right.
You know, you are designed for his pleasure.
Right.
And everybody out here trying to live their best life.
Right.
You know, that's
Good
all I
night,
want to say,
brother.
sir.
Live their best life in this hell, bro.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? You understand? You know, so it's like, you know, I mean, we can go around here, we keep tripping with ourselves, brother. You see what I'm saying? And not serve this power. And all that'll lead us to us being destroyed, man. Period, point blank. But here in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commandant YAHANNA, we're going to serve this power, brother.
Right.
We're going to keep these commandments till we can be around this throne. You understand what I'm saying? Praising him all day and all goddamn night, brother.
That's right.
That's the plan, brother. You understand? With that, no, you do that after the security announcement. They supposed to do the salute, the announcements, and then we dismiss class.
All right, security.
All right. We're gonna turn it over to Officer Monty. He is a hashtag real nigga as well.
Right.
This is security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, with the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew. Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations, the closing of the Feast of Tabernacle, which is October the 20th, Sunday, 2019. Find this in Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 34 through 44. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. That is security announcements.
And with that, Imagine, sister, stay seated till we salute you. Courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barak, Yazmatah, Sar, sisters. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Yazmatah is Miss.